Jones and the Indianapolis Colts. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The tackle made by Blake Martinez.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Jones. And some room to maneuver. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
From midfield, here's Carr. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The end result, 21 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
At the Colts' 23-yard line.
They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Carr. This one caught by Davis. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
The stop by
Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
First down, Ravens.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Yards to go.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Shotgun now for Carr. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
For the field goal, a 29-yard attempt.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
The ball carrier.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Working out of the gun, Cousins. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
43-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On play action, Cousins. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner, Darius Slay. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Intercepted by the Ravens.
Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an...
And this is caught at the 20. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. 36 yards on the play.
First down, Baltimore.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. Now Jones. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Brought down by
good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Ravens 3, Colts nothing.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Carr. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Henry Ruggs hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as the Ravens push further out in front. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. A run with Jacobs there on 1st down, but he'll manage only a yard or 2 at best. 2nd down coming up.
Tackled at the 27.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Hey, you got 3, three down.
From the gun, here's Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Looking deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Demir Bird, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
At the 25-yard line.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a 1st down.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Ravens' 31-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Cousins. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, first down.
At the 17-yard line.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Second and 3 from the 9. Now a carry for Jacobs. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. A CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Carr. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by Andrew Adams. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Here's Jacobs. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Josh Jacobs, as the first half is winding down, and the Colts add on to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down. To throw again. Carr going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This time they stay on the ground. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire half.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins. This short throw caught by Goddard. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw, Cousins. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum. Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll be taken down inside Indy's 15-yard line. Only took them 3 plays, and they're already in the red zone, just like that. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
And 1.
This is David Johnson, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Short of the goal
it's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Aaron Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
50 cent. Mike, 50 cent. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
From the gun, Carr. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Yeah, that's true. You've said that before.
5-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a...
He's got a man complete. And all of a of a sudden, they're knocking on the door inside Baltimore's 10.
That's good.
A huge play that time for the Colts. 69 yards.
At the 6-yard line.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
They run it with Jacobs, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Josh Jacobs, his third touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And they're able to up the lead by one more.
Makes the score Colts 28, Ravens 16.
There's been a Terry now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
54. Check. 54.
Throwing on first down is Carr. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
First down, Baltimore.
Carr now to throw. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Operating from the gun. Carr got an open man. It's Ruggs. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
31-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Again, it's Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This is Johnson. He's got it. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
9 yards.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Carr now on first down. He'll find Gabriel Davis. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 13-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Check down, check. Right Monday down. 637. Here we go,
To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Dayon Buchanan came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd and long.
Ravens on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Carr. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
Well, Brendan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun. Carr to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
3-yard line.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Here's Carr. Flush to his right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Dawson Knox with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Colts 28, Ravens 23. Dustin Hopkins.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The ball carrier.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
From the 27, Cousins. On the crossing route, complete. That's Woods. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
The 40-yard line.
Cousins. Now they go screen. It's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
You got three down.
Cousins to throw it. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
3rd and long for Cousins. Airing it out deep for Woods. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner Darius Slay. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Intercepted by
a critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. From the gun, it's Carr. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Jones. Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Henry Ruggs with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Ravens have retaken the lead.
There it is, partner. You see it. 4 fingers.
You're holding
what does
up
that
4
mean?
fingers. That signifies the 4th quarter's here.
That's right. Who's going to dominate? Usually both teams are holding them up. We own the 4th quarter, what we found out so far. 2 touchdowns here, and now they've taken the lead.
A second one putting them in front. You know what I see on the other sideline, though? It seems like they've tensed up, had that lead. They were playing not to lose it, and they've lost it.
That's a great observation. When you play not to lose, you usually don't win.
Now, though, they'll have the opportunity to respond. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Now Carr going to try for it himself. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Colts 28. Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
From the 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Running is Jacobs. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. On 1st down, it's Jacobs. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 39. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Cousins. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. That catch good for only a couple.
At the Ravens' 37-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Cousins to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Green. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Jacobs now. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Here's Jacobs. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The ball still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul searching on 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. First throw of overtime for Carr. That's complete to Davis. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
At the 43-yard line.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Carr. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Carr. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
It's a pickup.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They run the option on 2nd down. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
He was brought down.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Carr. And that will be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Here now, Johnny Townsend on for a very important punt here in overtime. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it, but they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part 1 is done, now part 2. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards.
Partner, I think that play echoed a short yardage run. I know they're backed against their own goal line, but when they stack the defensive line like that, if you find any type of a crease, you're up to the 3rd level before you know it.
So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Now they'll try the jet sweep here. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. What can Cousins do in the OT? Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs, and he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 more yards there and another first down.
But it's a pretty good drive they're putting together, and I know if I'm on the other sideline, that offense, kind of helpless, isn't it? Because they may not touch the football at all, because if they go down and score a touchdown, this thing's over.
Absolutely, that would write an ending to this script. We'll see what happens. First down, here's Cousins. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he's got some space here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime, as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime, as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming.
A 32-yard attempt.
And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights.
Ravens.
Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for Indianapolis, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.